So this is extraction from banded kraits, Bungarus fasciatus. This particular individual we know is not banded. This is just a color phase where sometimes they have just kind of a single color instead of the bands. And we are using capillary tubes for these guys in order to extract the venom because their yield is fairly small. And it's a lot easier to just like put the capillary tube on the fang and then get the venom from there.
You want to try that one again?
And when you see me moving back and forth there, that's kind of each time the tube is full, I'm emptying that tube into the vial in order to actually keep a hold of the venom. Here's a view of this same snake from the other side of the mat. We just have a camera in the window here. And you'll notice here in a second that Jim actually decides not to pin this snake. There he goes there. And while that sometimes can be more dangerous, occasionally animals like this will kind of get more upset if you pin them down. So he's just trying to take advantage of what the snake gave him. And here we are working the capillary tube onto the fang. And I don't see too well anymore. So it can actually be really difficult to get the capillary tube into the exact right spot. But I think you could see the venom there going up the tube. And now the snake's kind of turning its fang in towards its, like the center of its mouth a little bit. So it took me a second to get it back on there. These capillary tubes, however, are plastic, which is great because I don't have to worry about cutting the snake or doing any sort of damage. There goes the venom. See it there towards the end of the tube? With the capillary tube being plastic, it just makes it a lot easier and you don't have to worry about hurting them at all. So this next one here is a much more typical pattern. And this individual is actually part of the photo arc. So if you see the banded krait on there, that is this individual. And there you can see Jim again opted to do that kind of grab without the pin. Again, that's a judgment call because he wants the snake to stay calm. Sometimes when they're flipping around, it actually makes it harder to pin them. And you can see kind of this view of working to get the capillary tubes on, and you can see how small the capillary tube is. It is sometimes a real challenge to get it on that fang. This guy just kept filling up the tube, so I went and got a couple more. And then we eventually decided it was enough, of course. You don't want to do it for too long. But it was a pretty generous snake. And here's a better view of the capillary tubes on this one. And I was trying to kind of get both tubes on there at the same time because it makes it a little bit more likely that we'll get all of it. You can see that one capillary tube flexing there on my finger. You can see that it's plastic and soft, and then of course I lost the first fang, so I gave up on that instance. Can be a little bit frustrating because Jim's doing the hard part of holding the snake, but those capillary tubes can be a challenge. There we go. You can see the venom coming up there. I think I tried to get the other one. Yeah, now we kind of got both fangs at once. So give him a little bit of encouragement. As always, we appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.